4 goals and 1 assist in his first 3 league matches.
Mad.
Who's rightfully named the La Liga
Mad.
Player of the Month and Argentina
Mad.
becoming the first Englishman to ever win this award in the league. That's crazy if you really deep this. In Bellingham's
Yeah, it's
first
mad,
month
it's
of
mad,
playing in
it's
a new environment in Spain.
Okay, today we're looking at how Jude Bellingham became the best player in the world. He's been the best player in the world this season, arguably. Without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it.
Jude Bellingham is playing out of his mind right now for Real Madrid,
Bro,
and it's putting the club
out
back
of
by
his
20
mind.
goals. They were a ton of question
It's a
marks
curry
about
job
Bellingham
what
signing to the Spanish club. And while there
is a carry job what Jude Bellingham is currently doing at Real Madrid. Ancelotti, at least from the outside looking in, is struggling. The team is struggling, but Jude Bellingham is coming again and again with incredible performances.
he moved to that big of a club too soon. However, he has silenced those critics in just the first few games of the season and is now looking like the best transfer this past summer window. So therefore, it's only right that we talk about Jude Bellingham's season so far. Very early on in the summer, on June 14, Real Madrid quickly made the move to sign Jude Bellingham on a 6-year contract for a transfer fee of 103 million euros, which could increase to around 134 million euros due to add-ons. At the day of his signing, Jude Bellingham
This man, I'm glad we paused it here, but this man, Florentino Perez, say what you want about Florentino, but something you can, say what you want about Florentino, but something you cannot deny is how much of a genius he is. Florentino Perez is one of the most influential figures in football over the last few years, let's say last 20 to 30 years, and his work at Real Madrid is nothing short of sensational. And moves like this, getting Tronemi Camavinga, Jude Bellingham in, has secured Real Madrid's midfield and possibly their success for the next 5 years. So Florentino Perez definitely deserves some praise as well.
Bellingham unveiled his jersey number, which was the number 5, taking after football legend Zinedine Zidane, and Bellingham said that him taking Zidane's number is a homage to one of his footballing idols. Not only that, Bellingham himself stated that in his
number
mind,
5.
Him moving to Real Madrid now, despite still being very young, made the perfect sense to him. Now that's when the Bellingham and Real Madrid critics stepped in. A lot of Bellingham admirers thought that this move was a little too soon for him, and that he should have taken his next big step to the Premier League, and maybe even joined someone like Liverpool, who were long-term admirers of Bellingham. That's not it though, because Real Madrid fans also had some question marks over their club signing as well. It was nothing against Jude Bellingham, but he was the big summer signing of the window, with Real Madrid only adding the likes of Arda Güler, Kepa on loan, Brahim Diaz back from AC Milan, and 33-year-old Joselu as a striker. It's not Bellingham's talent that was questioned though. It was the fact that Real Madrid's marquee signing of the window was in a position that was already seriously stacked. Madrid fans aren't wrong either, because their midfield depth is insane, with them having top talents that will carry Real Madrid's midfield for many years to come, with the likes of Camavinga, Federico Valverde, and Tchouaméni, but also having veteran experience to help out, like Luka Modric and Toni Kroos. Therefore, with the midfield already kind of being sorted, Madrid fans hope that Florentino Perez would splash big on a striker, someone like Kylian.
That's definitely what Real Madrid needed. I still don't get it to this day. How do you lose Karim Benzema and then just not replace the man? Yeah, sure, Kylian Mbappe didn't work out, and you want Mbappe in the team. But even if Mbappe was in the team, he wouldn't be playing as a number 9. That's not Mbappe's preferred position. Mbappe definitely prefers to play on the wing. You can work out a system where Mbappe is able to drift in and out of the middle, but still, Mbappe doesn't work out. At least get another striker in. There are other strikers in the world, or other players in the world offensively, other than Kylian Mbappe. So I think it was definitely a missed opportunity by Real Madrid. Again, Jude Bellingham is an amazing signing. He's been instrumental to the team so far, but getting a striker in was definitely something that they needed to do.
Mbappe, for example, since the recent Ballon d'Or winner and Real Madrid legend Karim Benzema left to join Al Ittihad over in Saudi Arabia. Even though Benzema's 22-23 season wasn't that impressive to his standards, he still played a big part during the past campaign, with him bagging 31 goals in all competitions. Regardless though, Madrid fans wanted to see a new superstar up front to play in between Vinicius and Rodrigo, but all they got was a 33-year-old Joselu.
Joselu is crazy. Signing Joselu is crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Way past his prime. He's not exactly a usual Real Madrid signing either. He's just pretty much a band-aid. Someone to help out for the time being, but not a
bang average.
So with the transfer window ending and Bellingham being the only real serious signing, quote-unquote, it felt like it wasn't looking good for Real Madrid. However, we all thought wrong, because Carlo Ancelotti and Real Madrid had a plan for Jude Bellingham and wanted to make him a very important goal threat for the Spanish Giants. Now I know this sounds insane, especially if you told me a couple of months ago that Bellingham was going to be Real Madrid's biggest goal threat this season. But
again, this is where I disagree with Nabato. I don't think Ancelotti and the guys really thought that Bellingham was going to be scoring at this level. I don't believe it. I'm not going to give them credit for it. I'm going to give, however, credit to Jude Bellingham because he's been amazing. Bellingham has been amazing. You know, he's been instrumental to this team. So kudos to him, flowers to him, praises to Jude Bellingham. But the way this team is playing right now, in my opinion, was kind of like, you know, not an accident, but it wasn't some mastermind between Ancelotti and Florentino Perez. That's what I'm trying to say. These guys need to get a striker in the January transfer window if Real Madrid is going to do something special. Because otherwise, again, Bellingham has been amazing, but when you get to the Champions League, when the season gets tougher and you need those 1-0 wins, you need, you know, when you're in April and you're fighting against Barcelona, when Champions League, semi-finals, finals, you need a striker. You need a striker.
It's true. Real Madrid's tactics have Bellingham, a midfielder who usually plays the 6 or the 8, as one of their most reliable goal scorers. Now, throughout Bellingham's short career, he indeed has been playing more of a 6 or an 8 during his time with Birmingham City and Borussia Dortmund.
And this is what, exactly, and historically, this is what I'm saying. This was not their plan. It wasn't. These guys fumbled.
These midfield positions aren't really supposed to be for a consistent goal scorer like Bellingham is right now, but if you did watch Bellingham, as specifically Borussia Dortmund, you can tell that he has all the talent and abilities to play pretty much anywhere in the midfield.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Really done for the past few seasons. However, Birmingham City coaches knew all along that Bellingham could play in the advanced midfield position, which is why he's worn the number 22 kit in the past. Since his past youth coaches knew he could play the 4, another defensive midfielder number, the 8, and also the 10. And 4 plus 8 plus 10 equals 22, which was Bellingham's number for the longest time. Therefore, since a young age,
that is funny. That is funny. Not saying it's not true, but it is funny.
More of an attacking midfield position, but he just wasn't given the responsibility to at Borussia Dortmund. So nobody has viewed Bellingham as an attacking midfielder for a very long time, except of course Carlo Ancelotti, because Bellingham's goals
I'm not buying it.
Dortmund were mainly him getting into great attacking positions and using his incredible shot power to get the ball in the back of the net. It's just that he wasn't consistently been given the opportunity to go and do that, since his role was more about receiving the ball in Dortmund's own half and then pushing forward to find another attacking player to give the ball to. However, with Real Madrid, Bellingham's role had to be different. There was no choice, due to the fact that Real Madrid's best talisman, Karim Benzema, in the past few years left at Al Ittihad, which means that Real Madrid needed another goal threat to help Vinicius and Rodrigo, because if one of them goes out of form or gets injured, like Vinicius did in the beginning of this season, Real Madrid would be screwed. Ancelotti knew this, but he also...
And that's the thing. This is why, again, I'm saying Bellingham coming in was not some master plan from Ancelotti. Again, I can be wrong. I personally just don't think that's what happened. Now you're looking at this team, and it's like, especially with the Vinicius going out of the team, if Vinny's out of the team, if something happens to Rodrigo, this team has to solely rely on Jude Bellingham. You know how dangerous this is? Again, Champions League, when you get to those knockout stages, when you get deeper in the league, you know, April, May time, I don't think Real Madrid is going to be able to win anything this season if they don't sort out their problems up front in January. Bellingham has been amazing, all flowers to Bellingham, but Real Madrid have problems that they need to fix as soon as possible.
Knew that he couldn't play in his normal style that he's played with Real Madrid for the past few years. Something similar to Liverpool, where they have attacking fullbacks and cross towards in the middle. With Benzema gone, there's nothing going on in the
But that's different. That's different. With Liverpool's attacking fullbacks, they can do that because Salah and Mane were such goal-scoring threats, and Trent and Robertson were so good going forwards that system just made sense, and you know it resulted in Champions League wins, in Premier League wins. You know that was successful. This Real Madrid system is more of a product of complacency than some mastermind plan, as I said.
Nobody to cross to. And with defensive-minded fullbacks like Carvajal, for example, they couldn't play that style anymore. Therefore, somebody in the midfield needed to be a goal threat, and that's where Jude Bellingham comes in, with him playing at the front of the diamond shape in the midfield, essentially playing as a goal-threatening number 10. Ancelotti purposely turned Bellingham, a 20-year-old midfielder, into Real Madrid's necessary goal scorer. And we can see this so far this season. But before we get on with that though, please remember to subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it.
I just don't think it's a good plan long term.
means a lot, so thank you. And also, if you guys can, follow my Twitter and Instagram.
W
both at
Nabbit,
Nabuto.
W Nabbit,
If you just want to hear my thoughts on football games, transfers, and overall, just to get to know me more. So if you want to, feel free to hit me up with that follow. Thank you. Anyways, literally in the first game of the La Liga campaign against Athletic Bilbao, Bellingham on his debut scored a cracking volley from the corner in the 36th minute to get his first goal for Real Madrid. Then, 1 week later against Almeria, this guy Bellingham continued to show his attacking prowess by scoring a brilliant brace and even providing an assist to Vinicius Jr. in his second game. Moving on to the third game, Bellingham carried on his goal-scoring form, with him heading in a late winner in the 81st minute against Celta Vigo to help Los Blancos continue their perfect league start with a 1-0 win away from home. With Bellingham bagging 4 goals and 1 assist in his first 3 league matches, who's rightfully named the La Liga Player of the Month in August, becoming the first Englishman to ever win this award in La Liga. That's crazy if you really deep this. In Bellingham's first month and playing in a new environment in Spain, he's already been nominated as the best player. Nah, that's unreal. That's not it though, because Bellingham's great form only continued in September, because at his first match at the Santiago Bernabeu, after their massive renovations, Bellingham pounced on the loose ball and scored a 95th minute winner against Getafe, lighting up the stadium.
Again, not saying that Bellingham can't play that position and he can't be influential. He has. Not saying that Ancelotti hasn't had to adapt. All I'm saying is these guys did not see this coming and there's not some type of master plan. They are doing very well right now. So I said, kudos to Real Madrid at the minute, but this was not... I keep repeating myself.
With this goal, Bellingham even became the third player after Cristiano Ronaldo and Pepillo to score in each of his first 4 competitive appearances for the club. That pedigree where Bellingham is at right now is insane. Before continuing in the season though, he was called up for England from the international break, and even showed his attacking abilities over there, with him scoring 1 goal and assisting 1 against Scotland. Maybe Gareth Southgate is taking a page out of Ancelotti's books, considering that Southgate isn't really one of the best managers. Let's be real. Anyways, back from international duty, Real Madrid had a comeback win against Real Sociedad, but for the first time, Bellingham didn't get any goal contributions, despite playing a decent match. But hey, at least it shows that the guy is human. But Bellingham carrying Real Madrid does not stop here, because in the first Champions League,
and he said it, Bellingham carrying Real Madrid. How sustainable is this? This is nothing to do with Jude Bellingham at what I'm saying, because he's playing at an incredible rate, and even if his performances dip a little bit, it's just natural. This is me pointing the finger at Real Madrid for not getting the job done in terms of getting a striker in, because how sustainable is this? That's the question.
The campaign against Union Berlin, it was looking like a 0-0 draw all the way up until the 90+4th minute, with Jude Bellingham yet again being at the right place at the right time, scoring another stoppage time winner for Real Madrid, giving Madrid their first win of the Champions League campaign. With this goal as well, Bellingham became only the 4th player to score on both his La Liga and Champions League debuts for Real Madrid, only after the likes of Isco, Marco Asensio, and of course Cristiano Ronaldo. That was still only the beginning of the season, with many more matches to go. But with Bellingham having 6 goals and 1 assist in his first 6 games, it seems like Bellingham is going to have his best season so far in his short career.
Hopefully.
And this isn't luck though, like many football fans think, because as I said,
this is definitely
Ancelotti purposely has Jude Bellingham as one of their biggest goal threats, with him playing.
Again, this is not luck from the standpoint that Bellingham is an incredible player and Ancelotti has made the right adjustments. It's just, let's not ignore the problems that the team currently have that need to be addressed. Again, not luck at all.
More as a second striker than as a midfielder, which is why Bellingham is getting on the score sheets pretty frequently. And with Real Madrid looking like they're going to do well, it's only going to be up from here for Bellingham. And who knows, maybe if he can stay injury free and keep up this form, we could have a Ballon d'Or season on the way.
Yeah.
I said it.
Anyway, no, it is. I'm not saying he's going to win the Ballon d'Or, but is it going to be a Ballon d'Or like top 5, maybe top 3 worthy campaign? So far, it is.
Remember to subscribe, I would really appreciate it.
There's still a lot of football to be played, but so far, it looks like it.
Also follow my Twitter and my Instagram, the links are in my YouTube description. Last but not least, if you want to learn more about Jude Bellingham's backstory and how he got up to this point,
W Nabuto, of course, I'll leave a link to Nabuto's channel in the description. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share. Pardon me to please help me grow this channel. And as I say at the end of all of my videos, I'll see you guys soon.